of retirement, would you be traveling, spending long days on the beach, or still working because you didn't prepare for your future? Retirement may not be something you have given much thought to, but now is the time to act. Today I will be addressing the problems with failing to save for retirement, an easy plan of action to get you on the right track, and the benefits of preparing for your future financially. Effectively saving for retirement is not rocket science. It takes a little knowledge, an intentional plan, and consistency. So the problem is simple. It is that too many people are failing to prepare for their future. We need to save more money. The U.S. savings rate will average out to be about 4.1% this year. That ranks the U.S. 17 among 24 countries in the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. That is pretty sad. 36% of workers in the U.S. have saved less than $1,000. That means over a third of us have saved less than $1,000 for retirement. What is less than $1,000 going to do? Nothing. And a second problem that I think feeds a lot into this is that we are not teaching kids about money either. We can start them at a young age, teaching them how to prepare for their future, to get them in that mindset so when they are 22 years old, graduating college and getting a steady income, that they will know what to do with their money. Now, since most kids don't have any kind of income, you can still teach them how to manage their money, such as like when they babysit or mow lawns or do random things to help the neighbors or earn money for that. The best way I think you can teach kids to work with their money is to use the Dave Ramsey effect, which is to save some, spend some, and give some. So work out like a percentage with them. They might give 15%, and they might spend 25%, and then save 60%, or however they work that out. But that instills in their mind about how to manage their money the right way. So, moving on. The average retirement age is 65, while the average life expectancy is more than 85. That means that we need to have enough money saved to last us at least 20 years. According to the Boston College Center for Retirement Research, half of us will not have enough money to maintain our standard of living. Approximately only 17% of companies offer pension plans. And pension plans are where they pretty much set up your retirement money. And it's becoming a really thing of the past. That is not happening so much anymore. So therefore, it is up to us to be our own financial planners. So do you know what you need to do to have a comfortable retirement? Well, let's talk about it. A simple plan of action is what you need to start with. But before we even start saving for retirement, we have to do a couple of pre-steps before that. First, prior to saving for retirement at all, we need to accumulate at least $1,000 in an emergency fund. This kind of gives you a safety net to where if some emergency or crisis happens, like your tire blows out and you have to get a new tire, or something breaks down in your car, or anything like that that is not expected, that you will have this emergency fund to pay for that out of. That way, when you are setting up your retirement plan and account, that you don't have to dip into that when something like that happens, that you have this safety net already there. The second thing is to become completely debt-free. You want to pay off all those credit cards, pay off any people you owe, pay off any debt. Because when you start saving for retirement, you want to start fresh. You don't want to be owing anybody any money beforehand or while you're trying to do this, because that overcomplicates things. And you don't want to be the slave to your lender. So then, when you have completed those kind of pre-steps, you're going to make a simple plan that works. You don't need to overcomplicate it. When some people think about saving for retirement, they think about they have to invest in these rocket science stocks, and they don't understand it or anything like that. And it doesn't have to be that way. Dave Ramsey, again, makes it simple. He suggests that you invest 15% of your annual income into your retirement fund. Or if you receive a 401k, that you match your employer and then take the remainder and invest it into your Roth IRA. So for the purpose of this speech, we're going to use the Smith family. we're going to say that they have a gross income of $70,000 per year. So let's say Mr. Smith makes $38,000 a year and Mrs. Smith makes $32,000 a year. That means they need to save $10,500 a year into their retirement fund. Or if their companies offer 401ks, then they need to match those and place the remainder into the Roth IRA. So say Mr. Smith's company invests $1,140 into his 401k and Mrs. Smith $1,280. So then there's a remainder of that $10,500. They subtract that, and there's a remainder of $8,080 that they put into the Roth IRA after they've matched their employer for their 401k. So, how do we keep consistent and go about doing this retirement plan? One is we don't need to be the typical American and feel like we have to spend all the money that we make right then. We need to come up with a plan. First, a good thing to do is definitely to make a budget. In the famous words of Dave Ramsey, you need to tell your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. That way you are in control. That way you are in total control of your money and you know where it's going and what's happening to it. Secondly, you need to be consistent with your retirement plan. Stick to what you have planned. Don't dip into that retirement fund. That's so where hence the emergency fund. Go back to that. If something happens you're not prepared for, you have that safety net. That way you don't have to dip into that retirement fund because that will totally mess things up and you don't want to do that and be inconsistent. So let's look at what it would look like if we actually did this how we were supposed to. So we're going to revisit the Smith family and their best case scenario. If they consistently follow that plan that I was talking about saving $10,500 or matching their 401ks and investing the remainder of their Roth IRA, they would accumulate approximately $1.6 million for retirement after 25 years. So that means, let's say, me and my husband are 22 years old right now. If we started this right now, right after I'm done with college and stuff, and get my job, we start this now, and we do that continuously for 25 years, that we would have over $1 million for retirement. And that's pretty good. And definitely you could live off of that for a little while. So the longer your money stays invested, the more it can grow. Your money is literally going to make you money if you leave it in there and leave it alone and let it grow. So the ideal retirement can be yours. You want to take your grandkids on a big trip to Disney World with the whole family? You can do that. You want to be able to work in your garden all day or play golf all day without the worry of money? You can also do that. But let's look at what happens if we don't do that. So, again, we're going to revisit the Smith family and their worst case scenario this time. Let's say they don't save any money or save less than $5,000 or $10,000. That's not going to last them very long. Then Social Security will become their only income. The average Social Security check stands at about $1,335 a month. That is not sufficient if you're used to a $70,000 income per year. And the ideal retirement will not be yours. You will probably still have to work like a part-time job or something if you want to maintain the lifestyle you're living. Otherwise, you're going to be pretty much forced to downsize your lifestyle, like move into a smaller house or an apartment, or even move in with your adult children or something along those lines, which no one really wants to do. They want to enjoy their retirement. So in conclusion, it is vital that we take charge of our finances and plan for our future. Remember, success is like a slow cooker. It takes time. You have to be patient and intentional. Dave Ramsey says, your decisions from today forward will affect not only your life, but your entire legacy. So I hope this has sparked a fire in you to take control of your money. Your legacy starts now.